So just give it a few minutes. I'm just trying to get a few persons up to join us. So please, I'll appeal to a lot of people who are requesting. If you can just take your hands down for now. Let's be able to get the co-host up and get
Hello
all the people that
everyone.
need to be here.
The
Because
space
if we do not have them
is starting.
here,
It
we will
has
not be able to have the
started.
space.
Pio
So
has not
please,
joined yet.
just
They are
end
getting
your
people
request. There will
in.
be time to start requesting,
So,
just so that we can be able to get the people
it's been a
going to get
long
into the
time
room,
that I
please.
did live. Honestly, so many things. Linus one.
Hello, Mercy. How
May
are you?
God wipe our
Hi,
tears by
good
giving us a leader in
evening.
person
Compliments
of
of the
Peter
season
Obi.
to everybody.
Amen. This program,
Right.
somebody say
I
hasn't
think we're
started
looking
or
forward to this,
what?
all right?
Of course.
It has started. Sorry,
Oh,
I
wow.
came in
And
2
I'm
minutes
really,
late.
really excited
You
to
hear them
be part
now.
of this conversation
I think I'll
tonight.
put it in a way that you
So
can be
everybody,
seeing the
welcome to
screen.
this space. Tonight, the big masquerade is going to come to the market square. You understand? This is Christmas, and when you travel to the villages, for those of us who travel home, there's this occasion, and we wait for the big masquerade. So tonight, the big
So
masquerade is going to
the
be
conversation
on
is
the
going on.
square,
Later you're
and
going to
you're
hear.
going
So
to
it's
hear
happening
directly
on
from
X.
him.
If you want to go and
Welcome,
watch
Dr.
it
Taiwo.
directly on X, you can go
You're welcome
to
to speak.
Obidient updates. I will try and put it here on our what I'll try and do and pin it here for those who want to go directly to X
Okay,
and
can
watch
anybody
it.
hear me?
Otherwise, you want to stay
Hey,
here, you will see here, and then maybe a bit
Please,
of
this is
the
our official
our
handle. This is where you
small talk and the
get
board that will be
real
doing on
updates,
top
like
of
the
it.
correct
So well
gist
done,
for
everyone.
this movement. Now, this handle
Okay.
is better. So please, let's all try to follow this handle, please.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So,
Thank you very much, Mercy.
you know the way it
So
is. We're gonna
before we
make
go,
this
I'll just want
work.
to
Let's all hear. Let me
how are you?
drop the
Can you
handle.
just come in?
Let me go in and go
Thank you.
live.
Thank you very much. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having me here. I'm very excited about today.
For those who want
space.
to go on X and listen
Dr. Taiko,
directly on
Sarah,
X.
I see everybody. Mercy. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. This is the day that we have been waiting for. I am very excited. I cannot wait to speak with His Excellency, to have the opportunity to ask questions, to listen to other people ask questions, and to just hear from him directly in the middle of speculations and conjectures and everything else that is out there, to hear from the man himself directly. So I am really excited. It's an honor to be here as co-host.
I'm trying to see where to place it in a way so that even if I'm not,
today. Thank you.
you can just do what. Let me just try and make this bolder. Let me make this
amazing. Without much ado, we're just gonna try to bring up a few persons. As you know, I give it up for the man who has been at the forefront.
So far, there are over 200. Over 2,000 people that are already on. As Peter will be awaiting Peter will be.
Dr. Tanko, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, and can you hear me too?
Yes, it's good to hear you. Okay. So how are you feeling today? How are you looking forward to today? What are you expecting out of today's conversation?
In my natural self, I had to make sure that I put God first. So I actually went to the mosque and then I prayed seriously so that we will get everything right and make sure that His Excellency come up and speak to us. Because as the way we are, we need God guidance, God protection in everything we do. And I believe because of the cleanness of our heart, God will answer all of our prayers. So I went to the mosque and I'm very pretty sure. I'm so excited and I know that God will answer our prayer, all of us.
I'm just trying to manage with me.
Till this day, thank
You know,
for
technology, the way it is. If I could, I would have
Thank you
just
for
beamed it
supporting us.
directly.
Thank you for being there. Thank you for your patience.
But let me just go out
Thank you
and
for your
come
understanding.
back
And
again.
thanking you in advance.
I just had to put that up because so trying to just listen to it, putting me on anonymously. I need to go back and see. So I don't know why it's doing this. It's asking me to join anonymously. I want to join in person. I don't know why this is happening. And then when you ask it to change that, How do I make this bigger? God, with technology. Let me see. Look up speaker. How do I make it the big thing so that I'll check down? Yes. So because it's just telling me that I need to. So this is the thing about technology now. It's telling me that it's only showing me, when you go on X, you can decide to join in anonymously or you decide to join in person. So it's showing me the one of me joining in anonymously. And I'm looking for the part where, so this is the only thing that it's here. I'm trying to get the part where I can join and be part of it, but it's not showing me that. But here, let's go back and see what's
One
happening.
person, including those who have put us in perpetual poverty, including those who are in government. Everybody is waiting.
So I'm gonna, like I said earlier, I'm
one man.
gonna put out the
That is the grace
this thing
of
here.
God that is bestowed upon
So
him.
I don't know
And that
why
is exactly
this is
what we are
just
about to do today. And so, if we are going to listen to him, we have already made a confirmed position.
And then when I
Wherever
ask for
Mr.
it to
Peter
take
Obi is
me
going,
out
we
of
are
this
going to be
anonymous
there.
something,
Now
it
it
just
is
says that I
time for
have
us
to
to
leave. And when I
repeat
leave, I
all of
don't
our
see the
strength,
button to not
all of
enter
our
anonymously.
defenses,
But hey,
all of our
let's
strategies,
start
everything that we know
this.
that we can put in place to give this final push to this man that has stayed with us, that has consistently given us hope. And that, of course, is His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi. I just spoke with him a while ago, and he's really getting ready to speak to all of us. So please, keep your questions as concise as possible. While you listen to him with the deepest part of your heart, that you believe that this particular person is the man that can lead us to the promised land. And please, when we do and we are done with listening to him, and he has given us some of those particular answers that we are looking for, we will, of course, have other details that we'll be discussing with each other. But know this for sure. We must work together. MUST in a capital letter. Must. So the issue of whether we are going to be fighting each other, no, there's no room for it anymore. We must work together to rescue Nigeria. Nigeria is looking up to all of us. Not only Mr. Peter B, but all of us. So I thank you very much for being on this call. While we wait for his signal that is ready, then we will usher him in. Then we can have any other discussion that we can have in preparatory to that. I thank you very much for being on this call. God bless you. God bless you, because we are in a blessing period. It's Christmas and a New Year in the next few days. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you, Mina, and please take it up from here.
Okay, thank you very much for that quite inspiring words from yourself. And as you said, we walk into that new line of action, and everybody here is excited. So, while we're waiting for His Excellency to navigate his way here, let's just hear from Sarah, because she's the one we will be holding responsible. So, Sarah, take it away.
All right, thank you so much, Obidient Update. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining into the space. And I really want to appreciate each and every one of you for giving your strength, your energy, and for always being there every time we call. I want us to know that this space is for us to understand the processes and the visions that we need to all work together, just like our leader, Dr. Tanko, has stated. It's just for us to understand and have that mindset that we are going into whatever we are doing together. We are one family, we have one objective, we have one vision, and we have one goal. And the goal is for us to ensure we have a competent leader who would actually take our country into that dreamland that we want it to be, into that new Nigeria that we have all wanted. So I want to ask each and every one of us, for those people that are requesting the microphone, please, if you're requesting the mic, if you can bring your hands down so that we can see His Excellency, because he's already here requesting the mic, so that we can bring him up. And after he's speaking, or during when he's speaking, we can then we can then ask or request for the microphone. Permit me to thank each and every one of you once again for joining in, and I'm sure that we're all going to go away with the things that we know and understand will help us to get the country and the new Nigeria that we deserve. Thank you all once again for joining the space. And Obidient updates, please, if you can check the speaker session and ensure that His Excellency has joined the space. Thank you.
Well, our eyes are scanning as fast as we can to find His Excellency. But please, if you can help our job by just taking your hands down so that the number of roles we'll come in will be less. But while we're doing that, we're just going to say please and please. So many things are important in this journey we're embarking on. Information is important. So for you to make sure that you're in the loop of the right information, you need to follow Obidient updates, because this is where we will be giving out all the information, all the T's. You know, when they say clock it, this is where it's going to be coming from. So please and please stay in the loop. Don't be misinformed. Don't go around saying, oh, we had this. If you want to hear that, oh, there's an announcement, anything, there's an action that will be going out, Obidient Update is going to be the spot. So please and please follow Obidient Update. Share and tell everybody, follow Obidient Update. Secondly, we would also want you, on this journey, all hands are on deck is important. Everybody needs to be part of this process. Go to the obidient.com website, and register, so that you would also be in the loop. You'll be getting emails. If you give us your email, if you have your phone number, we will be able to contact you. And most importantly, it is a huge community that we're building online where we're going to be working out from. So please and please, if you are here and you know that you want to be in the loop of what is happening, follow Obidient Update account, follow His Excellency's handle, and go to obidient.com and sign up. Appeal to you to do. But now, while we're waiting for His Excellency, we need to make sure that we're trending. We need to make sure that everybody, once they click, they are seeing that it is OB o'clock. So please, we want you to put it out there. P2B is coming out there. P2B is coming. Just put it hashtag P2B is coming, right? Let us see. Right here, I can see that we have close to 4,000 people who have clocked in about 15 minutes. If all of us put out that tweet right now, we will be dominating this. Let's come back and let people know that the real boss is in town. The real man that we've been waiting for, the man of the moment, is ready to get into the arena. So please and please go out there and do that right away. But while we're searching for that, I will just bring in my co-host, and everybody was just going to do a proper introduction to tell you about themselves and how the Obidient movement have left them motivated and what they are looking forward to in this conversation and what they will be looking forward to as the year goes on. Thank you very much. So, Mercy, take it away.
Somebody said this thing is not bright. Okay, let me look for where that bright part
Maybe
is.
you can just quickly speak. His Excellency is ready.
Okay.
We know each other, so that obedience, like every other person on
I hope
this
I've
space.
done that. I've cleared
what
that.
drives me is
This thing is just driving me crazy. This you are listening anonymously. It's refusing to
you don't have to. In Nigeria, that works
on my
for
laptop.
everybody.
It's refusing to allow
in
me
Nigeria,
go
where
without
the son
going.
of
I can't find
can be
this.
somebody without knowing anybody. So that is just my motivation. There is nothing else. I just want to see Nigeria work, and that is what drives me. Even when it looks like, oh, the waters are still, it just looks like everywhere is cold. People are feeling, what's going on? What's going on? It looks like the movement is dying. But then I have this motivation. I have this thing in me that really wants to see Nigeria work. So I just feel like whatever it is, it's just hibernating. It's not as if it's dead. So a little this thing will spring it up. So I don't really know how to put my words. I don't know how to put my thoughts into words when it comes to this movement, because I'm so emotional about the movement. The movement makes me cry. The movement makes me laugh. The movement is what I breathe. The movement. I live and breathe this movement because I want to see a Nigeria work. So that is it, and I believe that our collective effort, when we run the GoMed space, get organized, make election rigging difficult. I during the course of that space, I got to understand a lot of things. That if we want to see this change, we must be these change makers. Nobody, P2B cannot bring this change. Dr. Tanko cannot bring this change. Sarah cannot bring this change. It's our collective effort. So that is just my drive, and I'm happy to be privileged to be a part of this movement.
All right, thank you very much for that, and let's get to the board. Over to you.
Thank you. Well said, Mercy. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm really excited to be here. My name is Tudo, and I'm the Shifu of the Obidient Ninjas. And we started the Obidient Ninjas for all of the right reasons. And we wanted to complement the efforts of the movement. And we've done a few things, primarily on the TL, driving narratives, shaping narratives, engaging in very rigorous intellectual conversations about the future of our country, and primarily about the person and the candidacy of His Excellency Peter Obi, because we believe that the new Nigeria that we anticipate, that we hope for, will ride on the backs of one man, and that man is Peter Obi himself. And that is what we fundamentally hold on to. And that's what has been the motivating factor in all that we have done. I am really happy to be here. Nigeria is at a crossroads, and we all know that. Look at everything that is happening in our country today. A lot of us are not born yesterday, and we used to dream of, we talk about Nigeria of yesteryears, the glory days. Well, we believe that those days are coming back, and this republic will survive. It not only survive, it will thrive. She will thrive, and she will rise up and claim her place among the community of nations. That's what we believe. And so at this time, we have an opportunity to have rigorous conversations that are very pertinent to the future of our country. And so I'm very happy to be here. The movement means a lot to me. I respect everybody within the movement, starting with Dr. Tanko himself and all the good work that they do and we all do together collectively. I salute all Obedience worldwide in every capacity. Those who have been playing one role or the other, even when you are unsung. All of the unsung heroes of this movement. You've done things, out of pockets, you've spent money, you spent resources, you spent time, and nobody knows you. Well, we salute you. We salute you, we honor you, we respect you. And today is the day. We are here today to engage His Excellency Peter Obi, to hear from the man himself, to hear directly. Forget about the naysayers, forget about the speculations, forget about all of the talking points out there. The man himself is here, and we are going to hear from him directly. So I am really excited to be here today to have this conversation. I'm really happy. I'm glad. I have never been more excited about the future of our beloved country, Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for that, and thank you for this charge. We're still just trying to find His Excellency, and please just bear with us while we try to get him on board. But while we're doing that, as we did say, please, let's see you following the Obedience update, and let's see you signing up on the obedience.com. We'll be putting that out in a bit.
Okay. I've said, please.
Yeah, we're looking for him. He's not requested yet.
No. I'm going to call him in.
Okay, you want to call him on your phone?
Yeah, no. I'll just take the space now and call him in through. If you see Kingland there, it's all.
So sometimes some of the things that happen is the fact that sometimes on his phone, we don't know what happened. The last time he had a space, it was something else. I had to spend 2 hours, I had to spend 2 hours just holding 2 phones together. He was in Lagos, or where was he? And I was here in Abuja. So he had to call me on WhatsApp, and then I was then able to link him, joined our space, and then he linked on. So we usually don't know what's going on, but these are some of the challenges that happen, from time to time. So it's recent time. It's usually difficult for his own phone to be able to join Twitter. So, but hopefully that had been corrected. I thought that was going to be a one-off thing, But if it's happening again, then you begin to think, okay, what's going on? But in the meantime, he's about to come on. You just stay on
Sudo, are you there?
and just continue listening and hearing the
Yes,
conversation.
yes, I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, while we are bringing speakers up, we can still try to bring His Excellency to speak so that we can keep the space going. And he's already set and ready to join the space, so he's joining right now. So we can keep the space going, let the speakers keep coming up to ask their questions while we take them down before His Excellency comes in. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Do we Ibrahim? I see Ibrahim. Let me pull him up. All right, guys. I think that's a great idea. While we wait for His Excellency, once again, welcome everybody to this space. If you have questions, if you're not able to come up, just put the question in the comment section. We will read your questions. In the meantime, we have a few people in the speaker section. We can just keep the conversation going, like Sarah just said. So, Mercy, I don't know if you want to say a few words, get us started. We still have a country. Nigeria is there. We have so much going on in our country, which is really one of the motivations for today, one of our country. Do you want to go ahead and get us started on that, and then we'll just move the mic around while we wait for His Excellency?
Okay, Tudo. I think we should start getting people up. But please, before you come up, as you can see right now, I have about 71 requests. A lot of people want to speak to Peter Obi. So when you come up, please try to make it snappy. 1 minute is enough for you to, make your contributions, ask your questions, so we can get as much people as we can tonight. Because our principal likes inclusivity. He wants everybody to be included in the conversation. So when you come up, just try to make your conversation straight to the point and in 1 minute. Thank you.
Well said. Yeah, go ahead.
Ibrahim is here. And go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mary. All right, Ibrahim, welcome to the space. You want to go ahead and say a few words as we'll while we wait for His Excellency to join us. Welcome. Ibrahim, are you there? Okay. It's probably having connection issues. All right. In the meantime, as we're pulling people up.
Okay, I'm going to be joining and just reading some of the comments going on also and answering whatever I can answer from here. I've seen some people who are asking how do they join. Let me go and look for the...
Kindly mute your mic. We'll come back to you. Just hang
Okay, let me also go and look for the... how to join the website itself address also.
So that's it. Oh, okay. I thought actually was the one speaking.
I'll call you Cardinal.
I don't know if he can hear you.
Hello?
Okay, so that's His Excellency coming on.
Your Excellency, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. It should not by now that you... Hello, can you hear me?
Perfectly, we can hear you well. Welcome, sir. Yes. Welcome, Your Excellency. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. It should not by now that... Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
We can hear you, sir. I think somebody's mic might be causing the lag.
Let me first apologize because you should know now that usually my own is blocked one way or the other. Because of it, I have to have 2 or 3 people around me when I do this space so you can use their number. So I apologize again for the delay, which has taken us time and all that. Thank you. And all of you that are gathered there, let me respect all protocols and pay my respects to all of you. Sincere compliments of the season. I wish you
an eventful season, and the best of the year 2026. Tanko had been all this while in our busy schedule because Tanko is one, I can say, is the only one I did speak on a daily basis or every other day. And in our discussions, Tanko has always mentioned, please, if you can talk to, even if it's just 10, 20 of us together, and all this and all that. And when he said that, I said, Tanko, I know it's a short notice, but let not wait for another day. Can we do it this evening? So again, I apologize for the shortness, because I think we spoke about sometime in the late afternoon, and I said, Tanko, let's just quickly do this. And Tanko, I thank you and your team for putting up this. You know, even if it's no matter the few number of people I'm talking to, I'm glad and I sincerely thank you. And I thank you and all of you for the great work you're doing. As I keep saying consistently, it's not about me, it's not about any one of you in particular. It is about our country. It is about changing the narrative in our country where we can get it better. Where our country that are now seen as non-disgraced country can start changing, where people can start seeing it as a country of character, a country of value, a country where there's reason for people to be happy to live in, to be part of. That is not just my introduction. So I thank all of you. And I'm here with you as long as it is possible for us to be in this space. Thank you and God bless you.
That's to tell you people, get ready.
All right.
This space might be lasting for the next 3, 4, 5 hours.
It's good to have you here. And once again, from our own side, we'll say compliments of the season to you as well. And we hope that you had a good celebration. As much as we know that you were working, but that is part of your celebration. So we hope it was a good one for you.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what's going on at this moment. A whole lot. For those of you that are still here, thank you so much. It's been a whole lot, but finally have been able to find what the issue is sort of like. So please just bear with me. It's going to be a bit crazy. His Excellency also was affected by the network. We couldn't hear him anymore. So just let me go check and see. Thank you for those of you who are also coming back right now. So let's get this going. You know what they say about no matter how tough it is, we just keep going, right? That's just the way so I'm just trying to get right back in. So please just bear with us. It's a whole lot going on. Obidient update. Sometimes these things happen. We just have to keep going. And that's it. Coming back now, you probably will be hearing him very soon. As the network they do, they adjust ourselves, they come back, they hear them. That's just it. So thank you for those of you who are still on here.
24.88 billion was misappropriated by INEC 210 billion is missing by the NNPC audit report. 17.5
So
trillion was
I'm just
spent
trying to
on
adjust
pipeline
everything
security,
again.
and 7.5 trillion was also spent for subsidy in 2024. That is by NNPC report, with also the missing money from the NNPC, which they will also come around to say. One of money generation is not our issue. I think it's this misallocation and misalignment and misappropriation of resources that have led Nigeria to its knees. Because if our president is flying from the last week he flew to Bauchi to some other part of the north, the jet he used was the jet that was bought under the Obasanjo era. So you will now be wondering why we had to use 150 billion, to buy another jet, as he came into office for the first time. So this lack of cost-cutting measures is the problem why Nigeria, and the overprinting of money, the overspending of government, I think it was largely responsible for government inflation and the poverty Nigerians are facing. So I'm looking at areas, if that is possible when you come in, what are the things that you do to arrest this drift to public management and public resources?
Thank you so much, Hi Chief. Valerie, okay. Valerie, I think you have the mic.
Thank you so much, Mercy. Good evening, Mr. Obi. Good evening, Mr. Tanko, and everybody there. Okay, so I just have a quick question for our principal. Please, we've been hearing this news that you may soon join the ABC, or that I don't know, Atiku Abubakar might step down for you, sir. So do you think this is plausible? Do you think you're going to be running under the ABC as the presidential flag bearer, or you think you may go to another?
So I'm trying to fix it up and get this thing closer. So just bear with me a little bit.
Thank you, Valerie, for making that very snappy. Bele Chuku, you have the mic.
Good evening, Mercy. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Tanko. So my question is going to be some of the lessons we learned from 2023 and what we have to do better for 2027 in terms of strategy to make sure that the mistakes of 2023 does not repeat itself. So what do we do, and how do we, and what are the plans we have on ground to make sure that when the people come out, we are able to protect the people's mandate? Thank you, Your Excellency.
Okay, sir. I think this is the fourth question, so you can take the question, sir.
Okay, are you hearing me very well?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you for those who asked questions. The first question was talking about leveraging on the Obidient movement, or the followers we have been able to mobilize through in 2023. Let me say it again. Nobody is a follower in this movement. We all believe in it. We are all part of it. It's a journey for all of us. If you're in it because you think you're following me or following anybody, you actually miss the mark. We are all in it together because we say we want to get it better. So that sacrifice you're doing is for yourself. It's something you can go on tomorrow and say, when it mattered, I was there, I contributed my own bits. It could be just being able to change one person in your street, in your house, everybody. It could be a wife convincing the husband, this is the better way we should go. It could be a husband convincing his wife. It could be a young man convincing his girlfriend, or the girlfriend convincing his boy. Listen, we cannot go be a student in school. Let us, all of us are joining to bring about this change. So those people that were there 2023, what I tell them is, and every one of us, it is not time for despair. It is not time to look back on yesterday. It is time to look forward tomorrow. Those things we think we did not do right yesterday, we will not collectively do it well tomorrow. And all of us believing in it is to recruit more people. The question you ask yourself is today better than 2023? If you look at it, then you'll be able to say, if it was 23 was better, so it is getting worse, we should work harder. And I'm pleading to everybody to understand that we need to work harder. The next question High Chief talked about issue of the economy, issue of misappropriation, physical rascality, and everything. I've said it consistently that it is time we understand as a country that the biggest problem of our country is physical rascality. We are looking for managers who can manage our resources. We're not looking for people who are good in entertainment. We're not looking for people who are good in making wonderful speech. We're not looking for people who have the best degrees and everything. You've seen me say every day, educational qualification is not a measure of integrity. You see me say every day, being a good speaker, having this is not a measure of integrity. We're looking for people who can manage our money. People who can manage our money in a manner that it makes all the difference. People who are around me will tell you how I say and do this every day. People say to you, how do you get money to do this and all that and all that? And I say to them, okay, we're going to do this. If we do this, it will cost us this. If we do this, it will cost us this. And I can go on and tell you, it is not those who do it. It wasn't a rocket science. It is that you have managed resources and have managed it just even today. Today, I met Dr. Sam Amadi. The man I told about that had something is about this about education. Okay, it was from his village. When I went there today, I and Sam was discussing something. I said, Sam, what we are looking for is managers of resources. Our country has become a country where we celebrate greed, or we've normalized greed, we've normalized criminality, we normalize people who misappropriate and celebrate them, our common resources. We celebrate a place where people think the only way to measure success is money, is the amount of car you have, is where you celebrate your birthday, the way how big you do this and everything. Sam, I want people to normalize that people should go to school. I want people to normalize that people should care about people being able to have a health facility. I want us to normalize this. I say, Sam, I've served. And I say it every day, if you see one contractor who said that in 8 years P2B was in office, he sat down with him and they were saying how much you had for him. If you see one, show me that one. If they show you anywhere any piece of land belonging to Anambra State, I signed a CFO of over 1,000 for one single man, one person. He came to my office. He said, sir, Governor, I have over 200, I think it was over 200 pieces of land I bought across the state. I do this type of business, I buy, sell, this is CFO. If you sign them, for every CFO you signed, no, I think I was wrong. It was about 250 because it said for every CFO you sign, I will give you this amount. I signed all that piece of CFO for him, and he said to me, I agreed to pay you this. I told him, you're not owing me. You are not owing me. When I was looking for land to build where I live now in Onitsha, he offered to give me one of his land free. He said he has never seen that type of thing. He's 92 years now. I go and greet him. He will say, my son, sit down. You're a saint. No, I'm not a saint. But as at that time, I was elected to manage public resources. I was managed to manage lands belonging to the state and the people. I am not allowed to appropriate it to myself because it's against the law. I am not a saint. I claim to be one. But whatever I've done, I did it within the law. If I made mistake, it is not knowingly. Because there might be a place I made mistakes. I'm a human being. But nobody will ever say, oh, Peter will be asking, give me this amount. Or give me this. Or I needed this and everything. And like I always tell people when they say, oh, you're not telling them. I say, listen, no thief on earth. I've asked that question across the whole globe. Have ever seen what he can steal and keep it? And I say it every day. Nobody have argued it. I left 36 billion naira when naira was 150 million, 150 naira per dollar. I left 36 billion naira. And I left $150 million. $150 million. Nobody asked me to save money in dollars. It was me who said, since Nigeria trades and save their money, their reserve in dollars, Anambra must also have, let me start a subnational saving for the future of our children. And I started saving that money. Someone has questioned, oh, you would have used it to do conference hall, you would have used it, Anambra has no standard conference hall, Anambra didn't have this, and I laugh. As at time I was governor, we were doing things that will contribute to development. We're investing in education, we're investing in health. If you come today, we have one of the best educational systems, we had one of the best health facilities, where you have schools of nursing and everything, all either started by me directly or supporting some agencies to start studying. I was the first governor to approach Bank of Industry to give all lending to our small businesses. If you go to Cecilia, to Mrs. Oputu, not Cecilia, Mrs. Oputu, who was then the managing director of Bank of Industry, he will tell you that I met him on a Sunday. She told me she's going to church. I said, Madam, what I'm going to talk to you is about church too. Church is about praying and helping humanity. So I'm coming to you on this Sunday. And when I arrived, I said, Madam, what I want to do is I want to contribute Anambra money. You contribute Bank of Industry money, and you lend it to small businesses in Anambra State, strictly. They have no Bank of Industry there in Anambra State, the branch. That was how she said, I'm coming to your state to start. This is innovative. We work together. I'm coming to your state to start Bank of Industry branch That's how it started. And we're going to do this. And I think we invested 2 billion and they brought in their own 2 billion or whatever. I can't remember the real figure now, but that's how it started. Today, most states are doing it and it's working. But I was the first to start it. I was the first to do poverty mapping in Nigeria. I can go on and on. We need managers of our resources. We need people who are not greedy, who do not see money as everything in their life, who do not see money as a measure of their success, who see contributing to humanity as a measure of their success. That's number 2 question. News on ADC, AA stepping down, article stepping down. Let me assure you, when people say I'm defecting to ADC, when people say I'm joining ADC, I don't know I don't know what to say. All of you are in this country. When ADC was launched, I was there. I was there. And they said it's us coming together for this coalition. And I said it and I spoke there. I said, I am part of this coalition. I said it there. So why would I join something that we started months ago? Other people are trying to make me a new person. So they'll say, oh, after it was in December that you entered. Let me assure you, I've been part of ADC from inception and contributed, not just from inception. I said all oppositions must come together if we are going to change this country. All of us will come together. It is no longer about the party.
See, let me just interrupt you a little bit. I'm so glad Peter Obi mentioned that, because I've seen they are trying to pass a message that, oh, he didn't contribute financially to what's happening. I had to tell him, I say, look, he has been a financial contributor like every other person. They've been doing this thing together. But let me allow you continue listening to him.
Whatever is action group, whether you are in whatever you are in, we need to come together and save this nascent democracy that is collapsing now. We need to come together. So I'm part of ADC. Whether somebody asking question, whether Atiku is stepping down for me, let me tell you one thing I've always said. Atiku remains a leader I respect. He remains a very senior brother I respect and will always want to work with. I'm not talking about anybody stepping down for me. I'm going into ADC. All of us have agreed to come together to work as a family. And when we get to that family, the most important thing Nigerians should be asking in ADC is, yes, some of us can say we are good. Some people might say some are not listening. How can you say? Me ask that question. How can you say ADC is going to change when this corrupt man is this? When this bad man is with you? When this is let me tell you, the man who wrote most of the sections we read in the Bible today, I'm a Christian, is the man who was the chief prosecutor of Jesus Christ, of the Christianity, and let that change. Most important thing I want to see in ADC families, what is it that we're offering Nigerians that is different from what they're getting today? What is it that we're offering them? If it is that we want power for the sake of power, P2B is not part of it. I want to see a Nigerian where we are offering people better education. We are offering people health facilities where the person in my village can be sick, where the person in my village can be sick and have a primary health care he can attend. I want us to offer poor people out of poverty. I want us to be investing the resources. I'm looking forward to a productive, progressive Nigeria where things can work for everybody, where people are employed, where young youths are this. It is not ever. We have 130 million people that are living in poverty. I've traveled all over the world, going to different schools. I've traveled all over the world, going to different countries to learn what they did. What we are trying to do, some people have done it better, and I visited them, studied what they are doing. So for me, it is, what are we offering? It's not a question of, oh, I'm going in there, somebody will step down for me. I'm going in there to be a member. That's why I'm in there. I'm a member. It is for us to collectively say, Kanko can do this job better. I'm looking for a Nigeria where people will not just be competing for competing's sake. I'm looking for a Nigeria where Ibrahim is better. He can do it.
Hello?
I'm looking for a Nigeria where Aisha, I'm looking for a Nigeria where Bola, anybody is better. And we can say, yes.
Yeah, I have your number.
If we are working with this person, it will be a better person for us to work with. Not in Nigeria where Tanko knows he's not in financial industry. Not in a Nigeria where Peter knows he's not a good manufacturer.
Maybe something was
they're looking for money for manufacturer loan is now 5%. Okay. He goes to borrow it and throw it away. When he knows that.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe he hasn't seen them. So I really wouldn't know. Yes, I'm listening to his space. 21. Okay, so I don't know what's happening here. Gosh, whether that's for me, and that shouldn't have come from me, right? It's still on. Is it the internet again? That's one of the things. I'm joined, so I don't know what's happening there. So that's the conversation, going on. And one of the things, of course, like clarification of this thing, just for me to add while we are waiting for His Excellency to come up. I don't know, this time, is it from there again, or is it because I'm joined? It's showing me here that I'm joined. Is the fact that one of the things, just to look at, there was something I was saying. Okay, yeah. It's this whole thing where it's being made to look as if, oh, he's doing job. Right from the time that ADC was chosen as the coalition party, Peter Obi has been there right from the beginning. Let me just turn this towards myself now so that you can see myself while we're waiting for that to get itself together. He has been from the beginning. He has been part of it. He has been doing everything there. No, it's nothing that is being done there that he hasn't been part of it. So, or sometimes you see all of these stories that say, oh, he's going to join, he's going to defect, he's going to do it. I really don't know what it is. And I'm really glad that he made that issue about financial this, and I'm sure that has also, of course, come to his attention. I was talking to some person, was like, oh, they said that Peter Obi has never done anything. I say, who? How? I can't mention figures now, but I have to say, there is nothing. I say, take it from anybody that say, quote me anywhere. But anyway, let me go back and see what's happening here, whether there's a bit of network glitch again. These are some of the things we go through when we're doing this thing. Okay, I'm joined. So it's not that I'm not, I'm joined. So I wonder why this is happening. Okay, let me do this and see. Or should I leave? Let me go back and see. You see this thing, it's only anonymously. I want to join real life, but it doesn't allow me to just say.
So ADC must offer something different. I took time to answer this so that maybe people will not. Somebody said, what do we do in 2023 that we're going to do differently in 2023? Well, it's not for us to elaborate this in space. But we all know that we have to do things differently. And I assure you, we will do it differently. As we go along, we will continue to discuss what we did wrong and what we're going to do differently. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for that very detailed explanation and response to the question. So I want to do a follow-up, if you allow me, sir. Majority of us, when we first heard about the ADC coalition, we heard that, you know, they were meeting for the past 18 months leading to that announcement. And so we felt like all of that meeting, a lot of things would have been finalized. And partly which will be who should emerge as the head of the coalition itself. So you might, you know, some people might call us naive, but we thought that the whole conversation was about you emerging as the head of the ticket. Now, that said, our assumption was that the whole conversation, it was supposed to be an arranged marriage. We come together and we just move on from there. But now it looks like we're now talking about dating and getting to know ourselves all over again. So the question for you, sir, sorry, real quick, the question for you will be, now that you have said that it's ADC, you are in ADC, we're going to work from inside, should Obidient go and become members of ADC? Should they register with ADC going forward?
Okay, let me again tell you. When it was announced, they said they have been working for 18 months. That's what you said. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me say it again. From the time this coalition was being finalized and announced, I was part of it. And I said it that day. I was part of it in attending the meeting. I was part of it in whatever contribution they did. So I'm not a new person in it. When you are forming a party, it's like forming a company. We've put the managers there, and I believe the chairman of ADC today is a competent person. And we said we're coming together as parties, as individuals. And our purpose is that the way things are going is wrong.
Sorry everyone, just got a call.
We can't at that time
One of our Obidient person had an accident and is in the hospital.
We are coming together to support anybody. No, I don't think that's the way to go. I don't think it's proper. But if we come together and we are working together, we will see, obviously, that A or B or C will be able to do what we want better. If we come into it and we're going to do a major alliance, anything, and we'll come into it and say, oh, this is this, oh, this is this, I don't think it's proper way to do it. It is not the proper way. Let us at all times not look for easy way out. It is not what is required in life. Let us work. Let us prove that this thing, we deserve this. We deserve that. We deserve this. We deserve that. Even when I entered labor, when I joined in labor told me, we have this number of people contesting for election. We have somebody like Patu Tommy, Prof is somebody who is a very, very dear brother, senior elder brother. And Prof is there. When I went in there, I met Prof. We started talking. I started moving around. Prof said to me, we will see what will happen. But in that primary, Prof said, I want to do this, but I want to be the chairman. Let Peter be the managing director. And I can tell you, this is not the first time he's doing it in his life. He's done it in another place where two of us met together, where he said, Peter, you can run around. I've seen you run around with so much energy. Go and do it. If you join, you see me right that I'm the youngest chairman of a bank. Let me tell you, the entire board that made me chairman, I was the youngest person in terms of the age and the youngest in entry. There were people sitting on board for 5 years, 6 years, 8 years when I joined them. When they were to elect chairman, the man who nominated me for chairman is still alive today. Magoro. And when I was looking at them and said, oh, if you don't know, Jaramagoro is Federal Commissioner for Transport, if I'm right, under Gowan. Jaramagoro is Federal Commissioner. They used to have under Gowan. Him and Gowan visited Anambra State, Onitsha, in 1972. Either 71 or 72, when I was still in primary school, and we could on the road, waiting for them, we salute to Jaragowan, head of state, they visited. That was the man who nominated me. And when I went to him and said, sir, you know, I've just been in this board for about 3 years. And all of you have been here 8 years, 6 years, 7 years. I've been less than 3 years. You know what he told me? He said, within that period, Peter, if I show you your contribution to this board, your energy, the way you run around, whenever they say they want to, they're looking for a director somewhere, you run there. They're looking for, you run there. You follow these people, go around. This is what the company needs. My brother, let's be part of those who create value, create something. I want to be part of those who will say we change Nigeria. And I assure you, of all the, if we are in Indonesia, there's only 3 people who are qualified to contest presidency today. Ibrahim will tell you, you must have participated in election and have 20 40% of the vote, or the other way around. And I feel I am very, very qualified. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. That last statement right there, I mean, there is no question in the hearts and minds of everyone on this space and Nigerians altogether that you are more than qualified to run for the president of Nigeria to steer the ship of state. And we are glad that we're actually living in your time, because many of us believe that our country needs a clear sense of direction, something that she clearly lacks at the moment. And we believe that you have everything that it takes to get us to that Nigeria of our dreams. Thank you, Your Excellency. Mercy, I think we should go to the next question now. Do you know who we should go to? The next person is? I don't see any hands. That's why I'm asking, actually.
Okay.
I have my hands up. I think it's
Yeah, I see hands from this end.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's from my end. All right, sure, great.
We're going to take the questions, and remember, we have a lot of hands. I don't know how we'll be able to, accommodate everybody. So just try to make it really, really quick. So we're going to start with Ibrahim. You've been here for a while. Are you ready to speak now?
I was here before Ibrahim. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I've been here.
It's okay. Everybody's going to speak. So let's just take Ibrahim.
All right.
Yes, Ibrahim, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Mine is very quickly. One, I want to thank Mr. Peter Obi. He promised he will never leave us. He promised he will consult with us on anything he's planning. And he believed a lot of us that are here, we want to be part of him. We are like using him to get to where we want to go, to all of us. We want a new Nigeria. We scout 2023. We found out what he can do for us, and we all line behind him. We are not going to leave him. And I'm so glad that today, before joining or before making his declaration, he felt it very important for him to have this space with us. I was so elated, so happy, and I feel that this is where we're supposed to belong to. Number two, not only us Obidient, he's coming from Southeast, for example, and that we have seen a lot of people joining individually, which is not supposed to be that. It's a coalition of people coming together to give us a direction of where we want to go to and explain to people what we want to achieve with it. That's what makes me so happy. And I think he's doing it. He's changing the direction of politics. I think it's something that we are going to study in the future. And this is what we want. Definitely, if you're coming on board something, you have to bring something new. My question to you, His Excellency Peter Obi, is that please, will you stay with us during this time when we are doing the campaign, talking to us the way you talk to us today, and also when you become president? Can this family have the obligation to see you continuously engaging, even if you are drifting to what is our core value? We still come as a family and make sure that at least we don't have the cabals that we used to hear in government, and we don't have those people that take you away from us. That's just my question. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ibrahim. So, Barrister Juliet, you have the floor.
Oh, thank you very much. Good evening, Your Excellency, organizers of this space, fellow Nigerians, and their obedience. So, quick one. My question is, Your Excellency, as President, how would your administration strengthen law and order nationwide while preventing abuse of human rights violations, human rights abuses, political policing? And as a follow-up question to this, if any of this fails, who bears responsibility? The president, governors, or your security, your national security chiefs? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Barrister Juliet. Victor, you have the floor.
Victor, are you available or someone else can go?
I think we should take guns a-blazing.
Okay.
No, is it Yesufu you're talking to?
No, Victor. It was supposed to be Victor.
All right. Okay, so I'm here. My phone was hanging. Maybe I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, we can.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. It's an honor to ask you this very question. Over the couple of months, I really appreciate the energy you put in education, which is very, very paramount. I appreciate that. And we are working something out in the state, in Akwa Ibom State, for that. Now, what I am aware of is that in the ADC coalition, the supporters of Atiku, Erufai, and Amechi are bullying the Obidient, claiming the party belongs to them and that you are not part of them. And this bully has led to factions across the country, to the point I have to call the Assistant National Organizing Secretary and tell him to call the House into order. Let's sit down on a round table and let these people understand that Obidient, Labour Party, and all other blocs are in this coalition together, and that the coalition doesn't belong to one person. And we have been battling that right here in Akwa Ibom for almost more than a month now. So, Your Excellency, how are you going to handle this? Because if we don't handle it now, eventually when the election is over and you are sworn into office, this fight might come.
I don't know what just happened there. I know I moved my cursor. Is it network or something? Oh, okay. I'm even on another handle, apparently. Clicked. I can't even see anyone talking, but let me just leave and come back. So this is what we have to deal with. The network issue is just going on. This anonymous is just so annoying. It just keeps putting me on anonymous. And so,
which we have already shown ourselves to be capable of doing in 2023, than to support you in an alliance that will end up disappointing us. That's by the way. And Your Excellency, sir, this is my submission, my question proper. And I wrote it down, and I'll just read it quickly and wait for your response. Knowing you to be a big proponent of productivity, I personally am so confident in your ability to boost both individual and corporate productivity. I use every opportunity to tell people how they will be self-reliant when you are done with Nigeria. Sir, for the purpose of some people that are still doubting, please give a word to us on how you will effectively affect SMSEs and also how you put your knowledge to work to push Nigeria and Nigerians towards industrialization and from consumption to production. And by the way, my wife and newborn twins send their regards too. Thank you, sir.
They are the ones who are working for, they are the ones who are sacrificing for. I will not be able to elaborate in your question, but please do whenever we have opportunity of meeting. I will talk more about the question you asked. Ibrahim.
All right.
Traveled to Indonesia.
Okay, go ahead.
Ibrahim, who spoke in this space, traveled to Indonesia with me. I traveled to Indonesia and they saw me visit the Ministry of SMEs. And they saw me take note. And I've done this in about 2-3 countries that have succeeded with their SMEs. I'm coming from SME family, my brother. I started a small business. I can say today that of all those who are contesting to be president, including the president, None of them started the way I started. I've built a small business from scratch. If you want, go ask anybody who was with me in University of Nigeria, Nsukka, as a student of University of Nigeria, Nsukka. You see me say it every day. I built one more branch of Savannah Bank as a student of University of Nigeria, Nsukka. I owned the supermarket inside the university. And everybody saw me coming to the university, buy car in first year, buy car in second year, and third year, and final year. So I was born, I've been a trader who started a small business and built it into a big business. Institutions where I served as director did not give me headship. The day you see me, I will show you my profile locally and internationally. I built a successful business. That is by the way. So nobody has this background. So I know what it takes to turn around and support small businesses to grow. I know their impact on the society. I've studied it everywhere. I know how to manage finance. I've served at one time, which if I'm correct, no other person, as a director in 3 financial institutions. When CBN said you can only be a director in 1 because of conflicting interest, I was director in 3 because the 2 largest owners of the other 2 requested CBN and they want me on their board for the purposes of effectiveness. So I'm a finance person. So nobody can say I've run a business from scratch. I've been director in corporations. So I've lived in corporate life. I've also proved the same thing in public life as governor. I've done it in public life. If you go and look for Minister of Finance Aganga, and read the report, when Nigeria was trying to form and start sovereign wealth fund, go and read the report, which governor supported it. When the Okojiwala was saying they want to start saving for future for this country, read his book, Fighting Corruption is Dangerous, page 61. You will see it. He wrote it there. Governor Peter Obi, who supported it, was not supported by his colleagues. So, and to prove it, I saved. It's only me and President Yaradua who have left money in office without borrowing. He left 5 billion, I left 36 billion plus $150 million. And I can go on and on. So it is not good enough hearsay. Whatever I've said to you is what I've done. People in this obedient group and families have traveled with me and everything. Now, you talked about issue of going to be in the smallest party and going to be vice president, going to be... Why can you presume we're not God? You know, I don't know why Nigerians go into anything with the assumption this is going to happen. Please, I'm begging everybody to understand. None of us can't predict tomorrow. Going to everywhere with an open mind. When we entered this coalition, we came with an open mind. That leads me to somebody who said they were being bullied. My brother, I'm being bullied every day. We are not going to solve the problem of Nigeria by bullying. We're going to solve it by having competent people in positions. We're going to stop it by having people who can manage resources where they should be. Today, your country is a country of the highest people in poverty, country with the highest youth unemployment. I can go on and on. We're not going to solve it by going the same routes over and over again. Just like I'll tell you, we're not going to achieve what we achieved in 2023 by doing the same thing we did in 2023. No. The process, those who engage in process of yesterday and today, those who are thinking about yesterday and today will meet tomorrow. Tomorrow is dynamic. Otherwise, we'll go back to the time we're using typewriter. We've passed computer. We've now asked this. We're now in AI. In one of my last overseas trips, somebody told me, Peter, do I want him to call a driverless vehicle to take me somewhere? It was me, because of where I'm coming from, who said to him, please, please, I want one, somebody will be driving. Because if I enter one that somebody is not driving, I will be restless until I get, in fact, I probably will die before I get to where I'm going. Because I'll be imagining a driverless car in Nigeria, because I know the person will not get to his destination. It was me who was saying, please, 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 let me enter one, somebody is driving. Today, people do all sorts of things with AI. We are talking about the future. We cannot. In 2022, I left PDP and went into Labour, and by you people's hard work, not me, we were able to mobilize what we were able to do. Won that election. In Nigeria, those who are masters of wrong did what they did. The future will not be the same. We're now going to work with other people in coalition to get there. And working with them in coalition will not be this thing. Please, for my friend in Akwa Ibom, let's not fight over it. Let's use the reason. Where they're fighting, where they're bullying you, please talk reason to them. That it is not about fighting, it's not about bullying that can change Akwa Ibom state. Akwa Ibom is supposed to be one of the best states in Nigeria, in Africa, in the world today, for the resources God gave them. It is not going to be solved by bullying. It's going to be solved by all of us coming together, starting from the man who is in charge to down. Somebody asked the question of issue of law and order and who is going to be held responsible. Let me tell you, first, let me talk about who is going to be held responsible. We didn't elect other people. We elected, if it's president, we elected president and vice president. The president or they will be held responsible, not their ministers, not anybody. Issue of law and order. Let me tell you, we need to know what the biggest contributor to the Western world GDP is law and order. Law and order can help you. The biggest driver of investment, the biggest thing you do to attract investment in your country is operating within the rule of law, where they have that intangible assets of rule of law and order can change the dynamics of your country. If I have opportunity of serving this country, we will follow the rules, we will abide by the Constitution, but most importantly, I will fight every 24 hours of the 365 days for unity of the country. If you want to be a country to work, the country must be united. I will fight for unity of our diversity. With the unity of our diversity and productivity, you will change this country. Every part of this country is important. Every part of this country has something to offer. We will respect it. We will go from the vast uncultivated land in the north to all the resources of Niger Delta, which have been misappropriated today, without Niger Delta or the country to have anything to show for it. We will change it. We will apologize. We will beg where we need to beg. And I assure you, we will make it work. Somebody said about the issue of cabal. There's nothing called cabal. If you're not cabal yourself, you won't be part of cabal. It's like what I said. If you are not stealing, you cut down the corruption. You need to be stealing for other people to steal. Because you are going to be approving what they will steal. Before they put their own, your own is inside. I've been a governor, and I've challenged people to show me. My chief of staff will ask you, this thing you are bringing for God to approve, are you sure you're correct? Because you know he will verify it. My accountant general will tell you, Oga knows the balance, so when he comes and says, we have this, we have this, we have this, we have this, we have this. So don't tell him anything. When I started saving money, my accountant general, people will say, Oga, people have not done this before. This thing you're doing, somebody will come and eat it. Somebody will tell, I say, it's not my business. My business is to do my own and move on. What comes after is not me. I want to live my own life. My commissioner for land will tell me, okay, why will you go and buy land when we are giving people land here every day? When we have land where you're trying to buy land, look at this massive land in GRA, look at this massive land in here. I say, Commissioner, leave me to live my life. It's more peaceful to me. So if you're not a cabal, cabal cannot take you over. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Your Excellency. I don't know, host, do you have anything to say, or we should just...
Yeah, I'm just going to bring in some questions. Hi, everyone. Excellency, thank you very much. I'm just following back because while we are waiting for people to ask questions, some questions are being dropped in the comment section. Somebody's asking, how do we tackle all the bought over institutions, such as the
I don't know what's happening there. Bayusa Emmanuel, that's the question that they were about reading there. I don't know what just happened, whether it's my network or whatever it is. Let me rejoin, hopefully.
About it, shout about it. Unless we have opportunity, we need to make them part of our voting bloc. It is critical, is important. For now, it's about advocacy. Let them continue.
So that's your question that we're asking. So the question that came in from here on Twitter, I sent it in.
We are not trying to join. In fact, if I was joining, we were part of it. I'm surprised that people kept saying, oh, now that we are this. Let them go to my statement on the day ADC was launched. I think I even tweeted on it, where I said, today we did this, we did it. So I don't know why they now keep telling me, oh, now you're about, so they said, oh, it's defective. So that you will be, so, I said, from the day it was launched, I was there physically. And I've campaigned for ADC people. I campaigned for ADC. I've campaigned for Mo, Dr. Mo. I'll give you an example. Dr. Mo was very close to me. When he said he was going to contest the election, the first thing he asked me is, which party? I said, Dr. Mo, we are building coalition in this ADC. That's where you will contest. And I've gone, I don't think even all these people who are saying, oh, these people, or they're saying they're doing this or this. And the only one who have gone out to campaign for Dr. Mo, went to places with him.
That's it. None of these other so-called candidates are campaigning for anybody ADC. It's only Peter Obi that has been campaigning for ADC in this Abuja.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Mercy, go ahead.
Okay, I have a question for His Excellency. So, a very quick question. So, Your Excellency, I've known you to be a man of principles and very consistent, to the point that if I look at what you tweeted or the things you wrote in 2006, 2014, they've always been consistent. So this brings me to this question. What principle must any political party meet before you deem that party fit to run on its platform? And another question, it's actually the same question, but the second part is, how will you avoid the mistakes of party capture and internal sabotage like the one we experienced in the Labour Party?
So for that question, the thing is that with Labour Party, we did not join the party. This time, nothing like saying outside. Wherever it's going to, we enter a mass.
Let me be honest with you. What you're seeing in Labour Party and PDP today is caused by government of today. Once, for us to have a democracy that thrives, they should encourage opposition. I said this several times, and people have heard it. I was in Afghan, and we were having issue. We were having problem in Afghan. So the extent that as the sitting governor, I would not have been a candidate for my second term. I would have been a candidate. I went to then President Yaradua and told him what was happening. He invited the next chairman then. I said to him in front of me, he said, Chairman, I told you, I do not want problem in any party. I want this our democracy to thrive. I told you, I complained in the day I started that the process through which I came into office was not the best. And I don't want that to happen again. I want elections to be free and fair. Election that brought me into government is second tenure was free and fair. I did not pay. I can go back and tell that Nigeria thrived in my time. In my first election as governor, there was there was rigging, or there was a wrong announcement. I went to court. That court lasted for about 3 years. I did not give any of the judge 1 naira. 1 naira. They gave judgment in my favor. And when he was dead, the man who gave them where they are staying, the man who was feeding them, was the serving governor then. Where they gave judgment against him, 5 of them, against him. And I didn't do anything to them. I didn't promise them the state treasury. I didn't promise them anything. I was just going to court while they're there and praying. In court of appeal, I didn't know one judge. I didn't give them 1 naira. In fact, the judge that wrote the judgment, or the lead judgment in my court of appeal judgment, I met her 2 years after being governor. She met me at the airport. We're coming back from London. He came and tapped me at the back. And I said, "Good day, madam." He called her name. He said, "I'm happy that you're doing well." I would have felt bad because I always ask of you from my people in there, and I'm happy you're doing well. I still remained a friend without giving her 1 naira. 1 naira. She remained a friend to today. There was a time, to tell you this, there was a time after I've even finished being governor, they just want to Peter Obi surprising with his wife. He called me. He said, "What is it I'm hearing? Make sure it doesn't happen, no." I said, "Man, that crazy people. Me, self." I said, what I can't forget. So, we can go on and on. During my impeachment, I did not give the judge 1 naira. Court of appeal judgment, I did not give them 1 naira. During my interpretation case, from lower court to appeal to Supreme Court, I did not give anybody 1 naira. In my second tenure,
Where's one with that one then?
Chairman, apart from the time I went to complain, apart from the time I went to complain that we have problem in our party, and the president invited the next chairman, go ask Iwu. I never visited his office one day. Go ask Jega. I never visited his office one day. Ask Mahmoud, who left now. All throughout the day, I never met Mahmoud one day. I don't meet referees. I come to the match. If we lose, we'll go. If we win, we must build a good Nigeria. So all those things, when people say it, I don't. So it will change. And you said, let me remember I first said, how are we sure that what will a party meet for me to be involved? I'm involved in the party. I will not tell them what they will need for me to go in. But when I go in, I'll tell them what we are looking for. My dear, I pray to God, do not allow me to be part of those who will fail Nigeria. No, please. I don't want to be part of it. Because people have suffered enough here. Among all these people who are contesting election, not contesting election, and one man who move around every single day. Today I've been to Imo. I've been to part of Abia. I've been to Anambra. At least there's no day I don't go to about 4 or 5 functions. Today I was in 6 functions, and I meet people. I talk to people. I listen to people. Nigerians are suffering. So I want to be part of those who, that's why I said, when we go into ADC, that's when all of us and that family, people from PDP, people from APC, when all these people come in together, the first question is, what are we going to do differently to change? It's not going to be overnight. To start changing the lives of Nigerians. What are we going to do different? Some people will say, okay, maybe these people were once sold, they have now started becoming poor by changing the way they do things, what they were doing yesterday. But if it's for us to go, like most people are thinking, oh, this man has stolen this amount, this man owned this house.
I just saw someone who said that he didn't see he just stumbled upon the something. So please, people should like. If you like and share, that's how people will see it.
Thank you very much,
Otherwise,
Your
there's nothing I can do. It's around 2 p.m. that PO said he was going to do this space, and we did everything. I put out, by the time we designed the flyer, everything, I put it out on my... I waited for the Obidient head, Tanko, to share it. Then I shared it on my YouTube. So I don't know what to do again. So please, those of you that are here, please kindly like and share so that other people will see it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You're so gracious. Thank you very much. And this is what I was going to say, ladies and gentlemen that are listening. I actually thought that each time we get the 4 set of questions, we're going to have to go over them. But you are keeping track of the questions, and this is amazing. And this is what we're saying, the kind of leader that we want for our country, a man who has demonstrably proven that his mind is sharp, he has a good understanding of knowledge of the problem, and he has preferred practical solutions to those problems. That's what we're talking about. He's alert. He has the precision, his understanding. He keeps track. He's engaging with the people. He has empathy. I mean, that's exactly the kind of leadership that we need in our country at this time. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Secondly, before I yield the mic to the questions, I appreciate you, talking about camaraderie, working together, and within the ADC. But please also kindly let them understand that it doesn't help that cause when the talking heads of ADC go on national TV to almost sound like they are undermining another candidate or another member of the party. I am not going to mention any names specifically, but I believe everyone knows what I'm talking about. So it does not help in the spirit of working together that we have talking heads who go on national TV, and when they ask them questions about you, about your candidacy, about your decisions, and then the next thing is they take that as an opportunity to lampoon, to say things that sort of tacitly undermine.
Let me cut it short.
Yes, sir.
Let me cut it short.
Please.
Listen,
of course.
Listen, don't bother me. Peter Obi is a small person when it comes to the millions of Nigerians that are suffering. And I can tell you, some of those who talk actually have people around them that suffered more than people around me. I have nothing, absolutely nothing to gain in this exercise other than to help to build a better Nigeria. I've said it, and I'm happy those who know me can say it. Getting into politics made me a poorer person. To those who know my business, I've shown it all over the world. And any of you who meets me, I carry myself in my bag. If you meet me anywhere, ask me, Peter, show me a proof. Who you were before? And that proof is there. I was chairman of a bank in my 30, 40 for my own investment. Not that there's somebody appointed me. All those banks I said I served, 3 of them, I was a major shareholder by my own investment. One of the agents here invited me and I told him, I showed him the cash how I bought my house in the UK. I bought my first house in 1987. And I showed him where I live. And I bought it in 1996. And I showed him the check I used to pay for it. And how much it cost them. So, for me, I have nothing to lose. I have nobody to impress. I'm not in this business so I can be able to build a house in Abuja. Bala is a governor today. You can tell you that in front of him, he was told to give me land in Abuja. I said, I'm not looking for land. I don't believe in people owning houses all over the place. I said it without number. The only house Peter Obi owned that is his own is in Onitsha. If anybody sees any house anywhere belonging to Peter Obi, you confiscate it. I live in Onitsha. That's where I am now. And if you come to that Onitsha, for those who have been there, they will see where I live. That is a big house built by my dear wife. But where I live is just a 1-bedroom apartment beside the house. That's where my things are. That's where I live.
Oh my goodness. I'm so good. Honestly, during the campaign, so when we went to Anambra, we went to the house. And we are seeing this big house. And it's like, see Peter B in one, like a big queue in front with his office and his this, that. That's where he said, according to the wife, he said he had said he didn't want to build a big house, but she felt that how would they feel? She wanted to be, so she built her own house. It's crazy. And in the morning, let me add, in the morning also, he does this sweeping. It's, oh my goodness. Somebody needs to see Peter Obi down and do an interview, not about politics, but about his own personal life.
I'm a Nigerian, and I'm happy to be a Nigerian. I want people to go to Medugri, where I used to go as a bank director, chairman, to have this. I want us to go to board meeting in Jos and go to Hilltop and have a seminar where we go for a retreat. We don't go to Jos again. I want to go to Kanu and start visiting my customers. We are visiting their customers in Sharadan 1, Sharadan 2, or Bompai. I want people to go to Kaduna Trade Fair and book it for 2 years and try to get accommodation where there is important. These are things that I want to see in Nigeria. When we are going to Benin, not thinking, how am I going to cross to Benin? I used to drive all over this country. People don't do it now. It is impossible. That's what should concern us. Not what people are saying in TV. Those people who are saying what have they done in their life. I have proved that these things can be done and done well. I've said it and I challenge anybody. Show me, even in church, where a thief has seen what he will steal and not take it. Why didn't any other person leave $1? I left $150 million. I didn't say $1 million, $150 million. If that money is there with interest, it was yielding, by now it would have yielded certain amount people won't believe. One of the banks that gave $50 million was Diamond Bank, where Lexoti used to be. I wrote about it. Where did other people, and I was number 26 or 27 in rank of receiving money. So let me not be arguing with people who have not shown anything and all that. I know that if you call Peter Obi or call Peter Obi, it's not my business. If calling me idiot to make Nigeria better, please change my name to Peter Idiot Let Nigeria be good. What is important? Let's change the country. Let it work. If you go Fool, if you're going to change me to become Peter Fool, and you'll be all right, I'll change it tomorrow. I go to court and answer Peter Fool. But let the country work. These are things they are using to divide us. I want to see Nigeria work as Nigerians. I work with people from all over this country. None of you have said I've treated him differently because they're another part of the country. Never. I've never done so. I go to the north, I sit down with Almajiri children because they are children of Nigeria. I come to the south, I sit down with children of the poor because they are Nigerians. I go to everywhere, I relate to everybody. I told you when I went to look for an ADC, I asked an IG of this country, I want you to give me a very good ADC. He told me, say, the boy I will give you that is good is a Muslim. You a Christian, you want somebody from your place. And now that I said, IG, I want you to give me a very good person to work with. I didn't come here, ask you that I'm looking for a pastor. He gave me a very sound, good person from Kano. We work together.
He's always talking about that.
We are brothers.
Yeah, yeah.
Today, we are brothers. We still talk. If I need anything, I will tell him. If he wants something, he will call me. I met such people in the bank. I met them everywhere. And I still work with them.
Even the biggest rice mill in Kano
as a family
got loan.
So when people now come and tell me, oh, Peter, you want this. Oh, Peter.
Literally everywhere in Nigeria, they know
live up the division. I've never spoken. If any of you will ever say, I've spoken to him and talked about the state or the greatery or tried to show I'm from this place, let me know. It has never happened. Unfortunately, because of who I am, not being experienced in politics of division, politics of sabotage, politics of blackmail, they blackmail you. They talk about anything, they will do this. But go and look at the record of all those people. They have never worked with anybody or done anything without dealing with their own people. But I have proof. And that proof I'm showing you that as governor, my ADC is from Kano. That proof I can show you that as a banker, people who were around me were Kano, Kaduna, all these places, Kogi, and all that. That I can prove that my wife is from Akwa Ibom. That I can prove, I can go on and on. But people who are doing the other way around are the ones who are giving you excuse.
All right. Okay, go ahead, Sheikh.
All right, thank you very much, sir, and appreciate the fact, and it's a breath of fresh air to hear these submissions from you. We'll just try to get some people in. I know that you're pressed for time, but permit us because it's once in a while that we are blessed with this opportunity, and a lot of people here, their year will be made if they have this opportunity. So let's go with guns blazing. That is Bilok. You go first. I'll just pick the queue. Just 1 minute after you, Bilok, I will bring in Inem, and after Inem, I'll bring in Honorable Prince, and after Honorable Prince, I will bring in Koladi. Let's go in that order.
Thank you very much, host Todo, revolutionary. I don't know the rest of the word. And thank you, His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi, and everyone in the speaker session and the listeners. we already, most of us, majority of us have faith in your capacity to do what only you know how to do. And we know you have a team around you, right? So a lot of the things that you're sharing with us, we already know, we believe in your capacity. My question to you is, I haven't heard any question about insecurity, for instance, because it has worsened over time since the last election. I would like to hear your thoughts on that. And also, what will be your posturing coming into let's say you become a candidate for presidency, because you haven't actually decided if you're one or not. You're coming in as a candidate in 2027. What would be your posturing? Understanding that the people that are currently in the government right now are not, for lack of better words, and not trying to be disrespectful, they're not easy to deal with. So this is my question to you, because we already know what your capacity is and what you are capable of doing. We believe in that. Thank you very much, and I appreciate the opportunity.
If I'm calling,
Your Excellency, so what we want to do is to take the four questions back.
Please, I'll be happy if you keep the questions for me, because at times,
okay.
Back of the question.
Okay, I understand. So we'll just keep track of them. So that was the first one. We'll take 3 more, and then so that way you can tackle all of them at once. So Inem, please go ahead after you, Kolade. And I think he had mentioned, was it Chris you mentioned? Sheikh, please help me. I think you mentioned. One person. But anyway.
Thank you, the Obidient updates. Thank you, Tudo, and thank you, the Revolutionary EU. Thank you, His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi. I'm grateful for this opportunity to ask this question. I go straight to my question. I want to ask, as we approach 2026, what is your advice on the proposed tax bill affecting Nigerians most vulnerable? Could this be another measure that makes life harder for everyday Nigerians? In a truly accountable government, how should taxes function to strengthen the economy? Sir, give us 5 key tenets for us to abide with in view of nation building as obedient and well-meaning Nigerians. I appreciate your continued role as a beacon of hope. Personally, I thank you. Thank you, sir, and God bless you. With perfect health as always. I yield.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, Kolade, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. And I greet everyone. Thank you, Your Excellency, sir. So straight to the question. Knowing fully well that you give millions of Nigeria your word, and I can quote dates, June 30th, you said to the whole world that come 2027, you will be on the ballot. And you repeated this multiple times thereafter. Should we still hold on to this word, or we should, discard it? That's my question.
All right. And then we'll take just one more. I believe Chris was the person that he had mentioned. So let's take Chris. Chris, are you there? Chris. All right, Chris is not there. Let's take
No,
Prinzella.
I'm here. I was just far away from my phone, and I wasn't sure it was
all right,
but I'll take it.
All right, go right ahead.
All right, thanks, mate. Hello, everybody. Hello, His Excellency. Good to have you here again. So I'll try and be fast. In 2023, right? I, like millions of other Nigerians, I'm sure, we decided to give the presidency a shot through your candidacy, and that was because your resume was, out of this world, right? And for most of us, we will not allow our 80-year-old parents, take the wheels while we sit in the passenger seat, right? That on the side. And a few months ago, you told us that you would only be part of a coalition that is for the people. Given by what you've said so far today, are you telling us, in other words, that the coalition is now is not truly for the people, or are you, like most Nigerians?
Come again. Said I will truly come again.
Yeah. So this is my question. From all you said today, a few months ago you told us that you would only be part of a coalition if that coalition is truly for the people. That was what you said, in other words. So my question is, going by what you said so far today, are you, in other words, telling us that the coalition as it is in its current setup, are you saying, in other words, that the coalition is now for the people? Or like me, and I'm sure like numerous other Nigerians, are you concerned that we still have people in this coalition who are for their own interest and their interest alone? Because, sir, I know you are busy with other things. You might not spend the amount of time that we spend here on this TL, the amount or the barrage of, I'm trying to look for the best of trying to be modest here. Maybe I could dare say insults. I know you don't care what people call you. You don't care if people call you names. And people who know me here know I don't mince words. Someone like Amici was on the space throwing shots at you, sir. And we were here on this space, on this street, cleaning up, mopping up. Sir, are you like me concerned that the coalition, right, could still be made up of people who are for their own interest alone and not for the Nigerian people? In other words, are we walking into a trap? Sir, that is my question. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. I think that last, so let's just rehash all the questions, Your Excellency. I think that last question ties to the first one. Integrity, your integrity, we all know. And then those that you're working with in the coalition, this insecurity in the country.
Let me go back again. Since it's
okay.
Two of them time.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, it's still ongoing. Something has gone on. Let me. This keeps going off and coming back. I'm gonna join again. Okay.
God, do not allow me to be part of those who want power for the sake of power or for their own interests. When I started in Anambra State, Victor May is a witness to this. And I said to people, if I'm here for myself, or I do anything wrong, or I take Anambra State money I'm not entitled to, that God should punish me. People say, oh, what is this talking? Leave it. When he goes now, you see everything I told you. When I said to people, any day you see me take Anambra State land, they say, okay, you're just 3 months. That's what people say in 3 months. When you go now, everybody will see all the land allocated to you. I started and completed 3 estates. One was in vogue when I came.
I don't know what's happening.
There's an estate that was started before I came in called Ngozika. They have Ngozika phase 2. I think they have phase 3 now or what. And so many other estates. Go ask developers. Is there anything, any land that P2B has in them? My commissioner for land is the senior advocate of Nigeria today. He gave me a beautiful piece of land, which was 2,400 square meters. Within the first 1 year, let me call 1 year because I think it's within 6 months of being governor. My head of service, Ngozi Melifong, I'm calling name, brought a civil servant who was retired as a director and said he wants me to greet her and say thank you to her. Now, this is the best civil servant ever produced by this state. And she's retiring today. It was a coincidence. The commissioner had just come to me in the morning, showed me this land. By afternoon, head of service brought this woman to tell me this story. When the woman walked in, I greeted her. I said, Madam, you're retiring. Thank you for your great work. Thank you for the appreciation. Where are you going to go now? He said she's going to go to her village. I said, you don't have a house in Oka. You don't have land in Oka. He said, where are you going to get this up? I called the commissioner. He came. I said, Commissioner, see the woman that is entitled to land. Please, can you take down my land and give this woman? So we can build the country. This woman has worked for 35 years. He doesn't have land. And you're giving somebody who is less than 1 year. I can call names of everybody involved. The commissioner is there. He might even be listening to me. That's how that land was divided into 2. One given to her, one given to another civil servant. So it's not something you go back to. My brother and sisters, I want us to build a country. Leave the abuse. If you see anybody who abused Peter, it's to show you hatred, show them love. Let's have unity in this country. If they call you bad name, call them good name. It is not going to kill you. I meet people who insult me every day. Just tell them you're sorry. Don't abuse them back. Yes, you don't get anything from abusing them back. That's the life they know. Show them that you know another type of life. Don't abuse them back. Don't do anything to them. That's all I can tell you. There's a man, there's somebody who worked for Lagos state government, for Fashola's government. She might be listening to what I'm saying now, or can use it as an example. She works with a law firm. We are coming back on British Airways years back. I'm a serving governor. The entire toilet was messed up. She opened that toilet to use it. It was messed up. She walked away. I went in there and she came back. The entire place was cleaned. She didn't even tell me. But he told a minister and told somebody else where she works in office. Said, I can't believe this. The people called me and said, I cleaned it because maybe I'll be the next person that will go back there to use it. When you see things that are wrong, clean it. People have come to my house, see me every day. I don't live without help. Everybody knows. I clean my house. It doesn't cost you anything. Let us stop all this fake life that is ruining the country. Where people think, if somebody says you're an idiot, he has broken your head. I've told you my life and everything, and I'm open to it. There's nothing that you cannot do. You know, it is important. Let us live a life where we care for each other. Don't look at what people call you. Don't fake yourself. Don't pretend. What I'm doing today is not pretense. I said it before. Before I became governor, go and ask them in the bank. I was going around wherever there's a problem, I will go there. I was traveling all over the world where there's crisis. joining Red Cross, joining everybody. When I was governor, I said it. I went to Jonathan and said, they have earthquake in Haiti. Go ask Nigerian ambassador to the Caribbean. Then he saw me around there with my son. My son had been teaching in Sierra Leone, in Cambodia, in different places. He saw me arrive in Haiti with my son, coming to help them. We lived in the camp with everybody. Nigerian police people who were there then saw me in the same camp. And I was a serving governor. And the camp was an open place where everybody was sleeping in ball. So these things are not things you fake. They are not things you change. I see some people who now change and carry their bag and do it. They can't do it consistent because it's not their life. They can't live it. I was
well done, everyone.
At the end of my governorship, people came and everything, and I've proved this over and over and over again. So it's not a question of ABCD. Peter didn't do this or Peter did this. No. I'm not trying to learn any today. I'm saying, I've talked to you about my university days. I can tell you about my secondary school days in CKC. I can tell you anything. I told you my joy today.
Abios, now some people no get school. Oh,
celebrate someone who
we know our school, we know our classmates.
Is celebrated. I want to honor a family of a man who died doing this. I want a traditional who is 100 years, who are top value. I want to see my principal. That was where I ended my day, apart from one other two issues. In fact, today, I want to celebrate 3 persons that were 90 years, and one that was 100, and one that, all those things that I did, there was no impact in terms of this. I would have gone to where people were eating choice fish, drinking choice wine, and everything, which I have the opportunity. But I didn't go there. I don't call anybody name. You see people who say Peter is non-entity. Peter is a non-starter. Peter is not qualified to be president. Peter is deceiving people. Okay. Don't call them name. That's not what where we are. Just pray for them. Pray for the society.
All right. Thank you so very much, Your Excellency. We appreciate you. And we're also mindful as we do this of your time.
Somebody talks about that issue. Let me say it again.
I was going to bring that to your attention. So the last two, sir, real quick. The taxes and you pledging.
Follow me. No Nigerian have talked about tax the way I've talked about it. Go and read my tweet from 2023 to today. Tax is a function of productivity. The more productive you are, the more you create opportunities. The more productive you are, the more you create opportunities in terms of corporation tax, in terms of individual tax, supported savings, you generate tax. It's a simple thing. You cannot tax poverty. You worsen it. You have people who are over 130 million people living in poverty. You have 80 million young people looking for a job. They cannot pay you tax. Tax is like a bank account. You have to put something before you do withdrawal. Those people must first create opportunity for them. You must support them to thrive. Then you can tax them. Any attempt to do it the other way around, you're throwing more and more people and corporations into poverty. It's not something I can elaborate to you this night. Somebody talking about issue of being in ballot. Let me say it again. Peter Obi will be in ballot in 2027. But remember what I said. I need your support. I need your prayers. I'm not going to be there by you quarreling with people. I'm not going to be there by you calling people names. If you know any day I did space, anywhere you see me doing interview and calling people name, please correct me. I'm ready to take it and correct it back. I've never called anybody name. I've never given an example that is false. Ask people around me. When you write, when you call this and I say, are you sure? I have never one day called anybody. I'm not saying maybe I did by mistake. Oh. So if you see it, correct me. You never see me come here. I come on this space and say, I am the best candidate. And I said to you, go and ask our background, ask about anything. I believe in competition. Let's evaluate who we are, what was done in our life, private, public, everything. And everything I do, I've proven it. In all my trading days, locally and internationally, I've never defaulted from my supplier's credit. I have never defaulted from bank credit. At the time I was trading, I was one of the highest debtors, borrowers from banks. I was getting credit everywhere. I was a creditor. I can show you how much credit banks in the UK were giving me, suppliers were giving me. I can call all those companies from Heinz to Switzerland, Bicham, to everyone. None of them have I defaulted in their credit. No individual will ever say I've taken his money. I did not pay him. Or we agreed on something and I came back the next day and changed it. Without the agreement, without anything. People I spoke to yesterday and promised something. If I can't do it, I plead with them. If I take money from somebody, if I cannot, I tell the person with politeness, kindness, and plead. This thing I said I'll bring on Monday, please, I'll bring it on Tuesday. Nobody will ever say, Peter B, I'm taking his thing. I did not bring it back. Nobody has said Peter B has stolen his thing. Anybody who is telling you, maybe it's in a dream. I have not. I don't live a complicated life. Anything I tell you is the way it is. I might have made a mistake somewhere because I'm a human being. But I've been consistent as much as I can. Everybody knows who I am. I'm married, I have 2 kids. I don't have any other one. And I can say it. And I live my life. I can tell you the cost of my living on a daily basis. But I can tell you schools where I will go in the next 1 month. I can tell you where I visited. Traveled past all the bad roads, including today. Somebody said to me, we cannot pass through this road. I said, why? He said it's bad. I said, that's the way I want to pass through it. So I'll see how bad it is.
All right. Your Excellency, quick follow-up. And let's just give something for the headlines tomorrow morning. You are going to be on the ballot come 2027. Is it safe to assume as the presidential candidate?
My dear, I don't know why you people talk this thing. Let me ask you a question. Do you know me in 2018 or 19? I ask you a question. Do you know me in 2018 or 19?
I have heard about you, but not to the extent that I do now. Sir.
Okay, let me ask you a question. So I'm flying to all over the world to learn how they govern in order to be vice. You know when people go to
It says all this worker I'm working, learning how to govern, to come and be running mate for someone. Bam, he has finished it. You heard it from my mouth, from his mouth.
And I spend 1 week or 10 days, even going outside Jakarta to go and see the president. You visit president to learn how to be vice.
Lord have mercy.
Bam. Good night.
Good, Abby. End of discussion. Mic drop. Bam.
I might not even be alive in 2027. Are you aware? The best, the runner, the best,
Inshallah, you
one
be
of the
alive.
best candidates in Brazil died in a chopper. He died in a copter flying around. I'm happy to God that I'm alive. If I tell you the things that I counter, you will not believe it. Every single day. Do you know how many times I want to travel out of this country and I'm not allowed to travel? So please, let us go without the same Nigerian easiness. Nigerians don't want to work. They just assume Peter Obi is contesting for the office of the president.
Bam.
I am not God. God knows tomorrow. And that's all I can say. God knows tomorrow. And I'm doing so in the most decent manner. And I said yesterday, I said tomorrow, I am most qualified. And I'm committed to it. And I tell anybody, I will change this country. Because I've seen the experience. I've studied it. I've followed it. And you will see it in days to come. That's how I work. I have the capacity, I have the competence, the compassion and commitment to do the right thing. And I've done it somewhere. Anybody can. So it's not for me to get up every morning where people say, oh, he did not build school. Oh, he did not in fact, he was useless. He did not, this thing, he didn't build school. He didn't build hospital. He didn't do this. My brother, I live in Onitsha. In the state where I governed, I don't have a house outside the state I governed. And I go out in the street. I challenge anybody, come and see me go out in the street here. And see women selling bread, telling, Oga Peter, take bread free. You're a good man. See Baba, come to my house. Baba my eyes, say, Oga, you won't pay. Oh. How can you pay? You are working for us. It's me who will be begging. No, take your money. I want you to do this. People are giving you things everywhere. I went to supermarket 3 days ago. You must have seen it in social media. 3 people offered to pay for my reason. We were arguing. 3 people. This one said, no, I will pay. This one, I said, please, I'm going to pay. They said, okay, if we don't pay here, it shows you don't like us. And I'm no longer in office, so over 10 years after leaving office, people buy me the sale. People say, come and take the sale. I go to filling station and say, we don't have anything in our generator. With this, somebody say, no, Peter. Anytime you want to say, come here and take it free. I can go on and on. I can go on and on. I've come to the airport to do this flight. My flight is gone. And they say, oh, it will cost this much. Somebody said, I bought the ticket. Please go. On and on. People say, oh, hey, Peter, how can you be traveling this class to London? Let me upgrade you. I'm going to pay. I say, okay, I beg. This plane will land. All of us will come out of it. Let's just go. Go to your school. Do this, do this, do this, do this, and everything. Use it to do this in your place. Please. Just go to school in your place. Use this difference to pay for this. You've done it for me. So when nobody come, when you start talking the other one, you're asking me, it's something I told you. Nigerians have learned that arrogancy, bad behavior, has become a measure of success. So if I come out and said, oh, if it was me that, if it's me who had this vote in 2003, I'll scatter the place. Abba, why would you scatter it? Because somebody did something wrong. No. Oh, if I was this thing, oh, I have the capacity to kill everybody in the country. Oh, I have this. No, that's not what we are looking for. We are looking for the competence to listen to that young person who is crying. Study his need and do it properly. The people I've studied all over the world, I've met all over the world. Whatever I do, I guess people who have traveled with me, seen me go to places and listen to what they were able to do. Tanko traveled with me to Rwanda. He saw me meet people in Rwanda. He's on this space. He saw me meet the president in Rwanda. He saw me meet this. I didn't go there already. I went there to learn. Everywhere I've been, I went to learn. When I went to Egypt, they started calling me name. Later, they sent people to Egypt. I wasn't sending anybody.
Even me, I called him. I think there was an election, a gubernatorial election. I was like, as Labour Party, that was in 2022. I said, as Labour Party candidate, you should be there and start campaign with that Labour Party candidate instead of being at in Egypt.
Tell you is that unless as a country we have what it called unity, love of each other, and work hard for a better Nigeria for everybody, we will all be consumed in our hatred, in our arrogancy, in our rascality, in bad behavior. We are normalizing the wrong things. We must stop it. I wish people.
Your Excellency, I must actually thank you for being here with us at this time. Or if it's something, this is Christmas, like I said, and so many people, this would be like their Christmas gift to just say a thing in the space where His Excellency is. If you still have a little more time, we could just take people like blankets, up to 10 persons, and then they make it really short, and you just, chip in what you have to chip in, and then we begin to round up for the night. I don't know if it's something that is possible, sir.
Because people are where nobody can still travel. Me, I still have to drive for this night for another, how long are you?
They should
For
allow
another
you to
1
go.
hour somewhere. Okay, no, go on. God will drive. We'll go there.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So if you come up on the speaker session, Please, just 30 seconds is enough. Just say what you have to say so that we would begin to round up for the night. It's been a really wonderful time with His Excellency up there. So I'm just going to start with Ogaranya, and after Ogaranya, Ijoma. After Ijoma, Abola. Then we take Dr. Ken Pella. Please, let's just make it really, really short. Thank you. Ogaranya, if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening, Your Excellency. Good evening to everyone. Thank you for your time. I'm joining from Anambra State, your home state. I'm glad you're in Onitsha. Well, Your Excellency, we see all you've been doing, and I want to go quickly back to what happened in the last election in Anambra State. You supported George Moralu, whom we all worked towards his election. You also supported the ADC candidate in the by-election for Naija. However, we all know the outcome of those elections and the performance of both parties in those elections. Now, it's obvious now you're in ADC. You've confirmed that. So I want to ask, Your Excellency, this is your home state. How do you intend to improve the electoral fortunes of the ADC in Anambra State? Because we believe that, I believe.
Don't know waste time on this. I'll do at the ballot. When I'm on the ballot, different things. Just wait and see me do the campaigns the way campaigns are done. All those campaigns were not done the way I do campaigns.
Okay, thank you.
If you live in Anambra State and know me, if you have followed me.
Okay, I don't know why we are not hearing. They need to end this space. I just don't know why we do. But this is done. He's tired. He has been talking since.
And I slept in
and he's going to travel. You need to end the space.
Have you ever had governors sleeping in their local government? I went to every local government. In Aya and Melum is Afod's local government. I went there and slept. I slept in somebody's house. Every local government. In Aya and Melum, I slept in Polo Denibo's house. In Obaru, I'm telling you, before this government, I slept in, let me remember the name, the man I slept in his house in Obaru. I go to people's house and sleep. Which governor did it? When I want to do my own thing, I don't campaign. When I support somebody, I support the person as the person wish. When it's me, I do it the way I think it has to be done and done well. So you must differentiate the two of them. It's like I support people's business, but I can tell you today, I'm a trader. I trade very well and I make profit because I do it the way it's supposed to be done. That's how I work. It's two different things. Even Victor will tell you that. So you can ask Victor what is happening. He will tell you. So it is important. What I'm doing now is that we are rethinking and redefining Nigeria. That should be our top priority. Leave these things with what we are doing is let's rethink, let's unify Nigeria and make it work. It's about Nigeria. And you know what I always say, let us forget yesterday. Leave how I'm going to improve fortunes. Allow, you see, we're going to questions about what should be. You've seen me.
This space should be wrapped up.
I've never worked in a lazy environment. Everything I've done when I was governor, you know what it means for governor to visit 500 and something secondary schools and over nearly 1,000 primary schools physically. Do you ever see I sent somebody to any secondary school? I visited them. I'm the sitting governor. Who has done that? Is it for somebody to start saying what he did? I visited them physically. The young girls and boys saw me there. If you meet them today, say, you came to our school when I was there. You came to our school when I was there. So when I do my own things, I do it on my own terms. When I ran the last campaign, I was everywhere. If you go to a place like Edo, I was in Uromi. I was in there where Eboma with them.
Was in Ekbom, I was in Awuchi. Bini.
Everywhere I did not go. I went to Southern Boronu. I went to Southern
we went to Southern Boronu.
Nobody
We were told that they were going to. We went to helicopter. There was this thing that they were going to. They might bomb our this thing. People were afraid, but we still went. Helicopter in Southern Borno.
So when you want to do, you compare me with me. Don't start
Exactly.
Me, oh, you
compare me with me. Hey, hey.
People are supported for business.
Hey.
There's so many people have supported for business. They failed within 1 year. Even giving them the money to support their business, if they go and take their capital and follow woman, will I go and say they've done this thing? They get their capital. So many people have supported for business failed. But that doesn't mean you will not say, oh, Peter, because of it, you failed. I didn't fail. I've given people money to go and do business. They marry second or third wife. Even have children outside their homes. When me, we supporting them, I've not done that type of life. Will I go, well, am I this thing? I'm not a manager of other people's fortune. And I'm not the God who created them, who said their own. Just like I told you here now, I cannot say God will. I supported, and I still will do it tomorrow, ADC candidates. Today, I advise somebody like Dr. Mo, do this, and the young man is doing a lot of hard work. And I wish there is hard work.
What just happened there?
Okay. Whoever I support, and this is and everything. No, and okay, like the ADC person talked. I didn't support that ADC woman. I only came to her place a day before the election. A day, one single day before the election. I met her on Friday. Election was on, or Thursday. Election was the next day. I wouldn't know who they've gone to see, what they've done, what they didn't do. And people say, oh, Peter Obi campaigned everywhere for her, and all that. And George, for example, went to 3 places. And I always tell people, I support George, I believe in him, but I am not George. It's George who is running that campaign. It's George that you will have to hold responsible. It is not me. I did not go to more than 5 campaigns or 5 places with George. So when people say, they said, oh, this is this. No. I supported presidential candidates who did not go around the whole states of Nigeria. Presidential candidate, for me as presidential candidate, went to states where I visited. In a particular state, I went to 7 places.
Yep. We didn't just do capital.
7 places, 7. That's how I want to run my own campaign. So when you now go and say, oh, how you're going to increase the fortunes of this place, leave it. Different thing. What we are saying is, how do we rethink Nigeria? How do we reposition Nigeria? It has nothing to do with, if we do this, and Tanko decides he can do it better, and we can trust Tanko, let's vote Tanko. Peter is not desperate to be president of Nigeria. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work. But I keep saying, of all those that I know today, I am qualified. I put it into context. I say it without anything. What we are looking for is those that will manage our resources, those that will save our money and use it for good. And I've proven it in private, in public, in corporations, everywhere. Don't think I started saving money. I was chairman of a bank. The bank wrote to me a letter. We are going to buy you this social and social vehicle. As chairman, I said, no. I want to be your chairman. Go ask whether they bought me tire. Tire. My first year as governor, my first 4 years as governor of Anambra State, go ask anybody, you're from Anambra, did you see me buy a Jeep? No. First 4 years, I drove 406 because I needed to have vehicles for the judges of Anambra State. I needed to have vehicle for permanent secretaries in Anambra State. Nobody have ever bought permanent secretaries a vehicle when I bought vehicle for them. Nobody have ever bought directors in our civil service. Our magistrates never saw car. They were using Okada. For me to buy their vehicles, I used 406 with them. With them. So these are not things. And there are things I'm telling you. I'm speaking to you from Anambra State. When you finish, I'm going to drive to about 30 kilometers or 40 to get to the village where I'm going. I'm not quarreling with it because I believe in it, because I live that type of life. So it's not fake.
Thank you. So, thank you. Oh, His Excellency, we really appreciate the commitment to this task. And like you mentioned, you are not putting in all this effort. You are not going around the world learning from various institutions, from various presidents to be advised. And that is something that we all know, that on that ballot, you will be there.
No, I'm not God. I'm not creating. Remember what I said? I said I'll be on the ballot. That everybody who goes to a competition goes there to win. But now, who else wants to do it arrogantly? I mean, all the people we won in Morocco, didn't they come to win? Did Tunisia come to lose against us? They came to win. We came to win. But God knows who will win that day. And it's a competition. But Nigerians want to say, oh, it must be me, or call the other person's name. The Tunisia didn't insult by insulting Nigerians. Nigerians didn't insult. It's a 90-minute game. Let us go and walk. That's why they are talking about bullying. Bullying is because people, Nigerians like easy life. And then they'll come back and say, oh, it's people who wants easy life. I don't want easy life. I've never lived one. And I'll never live one tomorrow. I like work. Let us work. If we work and God says B2B will not be, I'm happy. Who among people who have contested the election have been able to do what I'm doing in the past 4 years, where you won an election, they deprived you, and yet you're going around preaching peace and hope without calling anybody name, when everybody is calling you name. I wish all of you the best of the new year. Let's continue in the new year.
Thank you.
Unless you want that. Unless the one that somebody said it. Unless there's somebody who said, unless somebody was talking about people who he said that he wants somebody to make comment on this and that. So let's have one person make the final comment.
Okay, thank you so much, Your Excellency, for staying thus far with us. I really understand that you really have to go now. So we're just taking the last person, and that will be all for the night. Abdullahi, if you have anything to say, just do it in 20 seconds. If not, I think the host should just wrap up the space because His Excellency really needs to be out right now. Abdullahi.
Yeah, good evening, Your Excellency. My input is simple and short. There were a lot of views or news that fly on board before the last election, as in during your tenure, some people were being asked to either go to their various states. I need little clarity on that. That's one. Then two, and finally, I know you are not desperate, but your followers are deliberate, and we expect our leader to also be deliberate. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I like you. My brother, I like your statement. I'm deliberate, but not desperate. Desperation is a totally different language from deliberate. That's why I work hard. You know, I've said it before when people said people were asked to go to their state. They even said, I gave some people an ID card. I'm sorry, I did that one.
Correct.
But let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
In my 8 years, all my commissioners of police were from the north. I never had a police commissioner, to the best of my knowledge. When I started, I had a police commissioner, I think, from Imo State. Apart from that, when he left, Mr. Oliver, for my 8 years in office, all my commissioners of police were from the north. In fact, I always boast of them. Everybody who came to be my commissioner ended up being minimum IG. Sorry, AIG, and they were from the north. 2 came from Kanu. 1 was from Taraba. The other one was from Adamawa. The Adamawa one, Lema, became DIG. Taraba, late John became this DIG. The one from Kanu became DIG. None of them were from South. My ODC, I told you at the beginning, is from Kanu. So how can they be there and I'm asking their people to go? Who will ask them that message? The commander of military, when I was there, I think it's an ancient. It's an ancient. Who you see now was in charge of the army when I started here. I was the first person to ask police to come. I will give you money direct. I reviewed the police station, police headquarters in Anambra State, gave them money, gave army money, built the army barracks, start the road inside there. You can go out. All these people came from the north. So where can everything one person who was asked to leave? You know, I thought that because I was naive, those who were master riggers, those who were master who live on a different seat, on our disunity, those who were master tribalists, those who were master religious deacons, because they know the criminality better than me, first labeled me because they know it better than me. So the first labeled me that is a religious deacon, is this and everything. Nobody lives with me now for 4 years. It is going to go and assess who is a tribalist, who is a religious bigot, who is a rigger, who is a criminal. You've not known me. You've not searched me. They've not put all of everything around me to know who I am and everything. They've not sent their people to walk around me.
They will soon take light from my own end.
All of
My
things
inverter is crying.
they want to label. They're not doing anything.
Thank you very much for this clarity, Your Excellency. We hope to see on the ballot.
I've never seen or known anybody in the past 2 years. In the past 1 year, I've recommended 2 people to a position that I consider very serious. Both of them were from the North. Because I know what the problem of the North. I've always said it. The problem of the North requires a surgical support to fighting poverty. I know the problem of Nigeria. We will solve it together. I'm not going to do it alone. Every other presidential candidate is qualified by the law, by everything. I, Peter, have put in a lot of effort. I know that I've moved around, whether it's in Kwara, whether it's in anything, and there's a lot we can do to build a better Nigeria. And I wish everyone and each of you the blessings of God to have opportunity of being part of this better Nigeria we're talking about every single day. Let us work as a family. Let us live and show that together we can change this place. Not that it suits this person, it doesn't suit this person. That's it. Thank you. And I wish you a very, very good night. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you for your time. We really, really appreciate it. We appreciate the clarity that you brought to a lot of topics tonight. And on this note, thank you everybody who has been here with us all through. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your commitment to the cause. Thank you for believing in Nigeria. Thank you for walking this journey with everybody that is involved. We continue to try to ensure that we have a leader who is a true Nigerian, a leader that knows no division, a leader that brings unity, a leader that stands tall in competence, in character, in compassion, a leader that has only one mission: to make sure that a new Nigeria is possible. On that note, we would say good night to everybody, wherever you are. Good night, Your Excellency. But most importantly, do not go away without following the Obidient Update handle to ensure that you stay in the loop for all information.
Okay.
And also,
most importantly, let me also...
Obidient website.
Oh my goodness, that was so good. Most importantly, also...
with an S.com.
Well done, everyone. So I will soon be around the what does it mean? Also, will soon be ending
a very, very prosperous new year and a year that will be remarkable in our journey as a nation and as a people who are all running for the presidency through His Excellency.
Remember, we'll be running for presidency come 2027 through Mr. Peter Obi by the grace of God. That was truly amazing. I think this is like, what's the time now? After 11. So this is like 3 hours of conversation. Some of you have been here all the time, even when my network had a bit of an issue. Let me just leave this space. Yeah, even when my network had a bit of an issue, you guys stayed on. So thank you so much for that. And thank you, everyone. I've missed doing space. I've not been doing space live. I've not been doing live. I need to find that energy to do that again. It's been a lot of work. As I'm sitting right here, I'm telling you, I have like how many? I'm group leader in 2 groups. I'm school. I'm group leader in 2 groups. I did 2 quizzes today. I have 3 more quizzes to do. Have some forum, whatever, a lot. But anyway, we move, and other things that are also going on. So it's really been a lot, and I've not really had time to really come often as I should online. But I will work on that. I'll be doing that by the grace of God. And as we go into next year, it's already campaign year. Please don't forget, for those of us in Abuja, we have election coming on. Dr. Mo is running for AMAC chairman. We need to be all on that. I will start doing a lot of campaign materials and putting them out. Please, 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 we need to come and vote for him. If he's in ADC, we need to do that voting, because, hey, that's the way we know that they're going to say we don't land. You know, that kind of a thing. And so, everyone, thank you so much. It's been amazing having you here. Thank you, thank you. Let me just look at, let me be able to call out some of the names that are here. Thank you, goodness. Thank you, Gani Huno Okori. Okay, Okori. Thank you, the football lifter, PDAP, goodness, Sharif, Chinonso, Carol. Thank you so much. Every one of you. Thank you, Carol MCC. Thank you, goodness. Thank you, Samson Ali. Thank you, Mr. Rock. Thank you, Sylvester. Thank you, Chike Okbezune. Thank you, Daniel. Bayusa. Thank you, Dobby. THLGKM2. Thank you. True Reporter. Countries that thank you. Nadia Zikiwe, Anya Ibekwe, Joshua, Linotion Evans. It could be, there are so many names. I might not be able to call all of them, but just know that I appreciate every one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much, and bye-bye, everyone.